Good morning, Dr. Farassati. Please introduce yourself to our viewers. Tell us a little about your research in the medical field and also your involvement with the City of Overland Park.
Thank you very much, Kera. I appreciate it. I am a council member at the City of Overland Park. I have been serving the people of Overland Park at that capacity since 2017. I'm also a cancer scientist and a virologist at Kansas City VA Medical Center. Have the pleasure of serving our veterans. We do research on brain tumors, liver cancer, and also recently we have started a project on treatment of COVID-19.
Why do you want to be mayor?
Yeah, great question, fair question, why a cancer scientist wants to be the mayor. So since 2017, which I had the pleasure of becoming a council member, we were aware of these issues that Overland Park faces. Overland Park is our home, beautiful city, we all love it, but the same way that we love it, we have to be aware of the challenges that this city is facing and will face and prepare ourselves for it. I'll give you examples. During the last 6 or 7 years, over $500 million of tax dollars have been given away to private corporations. These has influenced the capacity of this city to deliver services at high quality. The good example of it is chip seal that these people have been fighting for 16 years and it's still not fixed. We have had issue with transparency. We have had issue with the voice of the people being heard. We have had issues that, quality of life in the neighborhoods is affected by what I refer to as overdevelopment. The certain, projects that come to a neighborhood and they rezone it in a way that the quality of life and what that neighborhood wants to see is threatened. So all of these issues essentially tells us that we need a fresh vision. We need a government that listens to its people, acts on the basic of logics and evidence, and essentially delivers to people what they want to see in their city. And I believe that it's critical for Overland Park to have that kind of government right now, and I believe mayor has a significant role in supporting the voice of the people.
What are your biggest concerns with what you call the tax giveaway?
The tax giveaway is the term that I have used and people are very familiar, are giving away the tax dollars, essentially public money, to private entities, to the projects that have no social or public benefit to them. This was originated in California for rejuvenation of the blight. The whole philosophy was that for blighted areas, for areas that are significantly deteriorated, the government would write off the taxes. And that works well, and that's very deserving. The problem is that in Overland Park, we don't have blight. And it's the most lucrative real estate market. The projects will prosper. And there is no logics for giving away hundreds of millions of dollars of taxes out of the pocket of libraries, public school, parks, our first responders budget, and then end up with a city that now cannot deliver. For example, you will have chip seal, or end up with a diminishing status in the city services. This is a 60-year-old city. We have a lot of cost, and we have to redirect and invest these tax dollars back to what benefits the people.
Talk about the people in the community who you feel their voices simply aren't being heard right now. How do you elevate that, change it, make people feel like they're being listened to?
Thank you very much. In 2019, December 2019, when I announced my run for mayor, the hot topic was brokerage. Brokerage is a project that converts a golf course, a green space, to over 1 million square foot of concrete, shops, apartments. People for 6-7 years had been fighting it. Their voice wasn't heard. They thought that that would diminish the quality of life in that residential neighborhood. They had, bought their house next to a golf course. Then $200 million of their taxes were given away to this project. Question the logics of that. You don't listen to people and not only do that, but hand over your tax dollars to the developer. And that was a problem for me. Our school, library, our community college, our parks, they all suffered. Shawnee Mission School District lost $60 million to a development project. Then recently you heard about a toll lane on Highway 69. Undoubtedly, majority of people of Overland Park, I can't say everybody because I haven't spoken to everybody, were against the toll lane on Highway 69. There was no logical reason to put a toll on it. There was alternative approaches. And no, it went on and it was voted in. And there are a number of other examples of that. The issue with the downtown Overland Park, park, when people wanted a certain design, again, that was never listened to. So we have this disconnect, we have this detachment from the voice of the people. And the way to do it is to essentially establish a new way of thinking, which says the priority of the people has to be the priority of their government. And that is what I'm after.
What is your vision for the city of Overland Park? I
have been a big fan of the concept that I refer to as evidence-based government. So what is evidence-based government? There is publications, this is a scientific concept. Pew Research Foundation has a number of research on it. It's a government that essentially acts on the basis of research, on the basis of logics, and with significant attention to the voice of the people. And that's the concept that I would like to introduce to the city of Overland Park. We need to know our people's priorities. We need to pay attention to them and then find the most logical and cost-effective way to deliver those priorities to them. So in a big umbrella, my view of the government of Overland Park is an evidence-based, logical, research-oriented government that is in direct communication with its constituents and finds a research-based solution away from the pressure of lobbyists, away from the pressure of special interest groups to deliver those priorities. And that can be achieved, and Overland Park can be a model nationally for that.
What are your plans if elected as mayor for the city?
My plans are based on what I've heard from these people in the last 4 years. It's not something that I have developed in a vacuum. I refer to it as OP 2025. The pillars of this plan include fiscal responsibility, redirecting tax dollars away from private corporations to what benefits the people of Overland Park, reinvesting them significantly in public amenities and public services, in parks, libraries, public school, our first responders, and then listening to the voice of the people about where they want Overland Park to go. The overdevelopment, what I refer to as the invasion of luxury unaffordable apartments in each and every corner of this city needs to come to a logical dynamics. Apartments are fine, but the people of Overland Park do not want this to become an apartment city. We have other priorities. We have a street maintenance that we need to take care of. We have city services. We have a problem with affordability, with workforce housing, and all of these needs dollars. One can talk in length about what should be done, but if you don't bring dollars to it, none of them is going to be happening. My plans are to redirect these tax dollars to these publicly beneficial items and then essentially protect and enhance the quality of life for the people of Overland Park.
When it comes to the everyday workings of the city, how do you enhance the ability for people to be involved in the process of their local government?
That's a fantastic question. Otherwise, the transparency and inclusivity in terms of decision making. I am proposing in OP 2025, my plan, 5 advisory commissions which involve citizens to come and work and produce input inside this government. That includes the Advisory Commission on Budget, on Aging and Heritage, Advisory Commission on Workforce Housing, Advisory Commission on Public Safety, and what I refer to as Advisory Commission on Quality of Life. These are going to be groups of citizens and experts. So we talk about Overland Park being a evidence-based government. These committees or these commissions are going to be included of everyday citizens and some experts. And they provide ideas. The doors of this city hall needs to be open to the new ideas, to infusion of well-researched ideas based on the will of the people. And I believe that brings a fresh wave of involvement of public. Other than that, what I want to do, and I think that might be of interest to you, is that I would like to establish an Office of Media Relations inside the City Hall. We have had a government that constantly advertises its own positions without providing easy access for media. I want to establish a Office of Media Relations, that the media can have direct access to the inside of Overland Park government. One more office, and these are functional offices, not advisory committees, is the Office of Research and Development. You are a council member, you are the mayor, you are even a member of an advisory committee, and you want a topic researched for you. The Office of Research and Development can take that task, research, and provide you non-biased, well-researched, and data-driven information for you so you can make an educated decision. Right now, we have decision made in a vacuum. I'll give you an example. Toll lane on Highway 69, the only idea which came as a live idea, something that could survive, was a toll. We frequently asked for alternative ideas which could be used not to put a toll on the back of people of Overland Park. It was never well researched. It was never done. I would like to change that environment, that we look at possibilities without having indoctrination, without having a boxed mind. Therefore, we can deliver the best possible solution to the people of Overland Park.
Tell us about your most significant accomplishments so far.
I credit my accomplishments back to the people of Overland Park, honestly, because every time I was engaged with the people, I learned from them much more than I could tell them anything. And that's, in all honesty, I have people giving me ideas that was revolutionary. But things that I have tried, one of them was establishing public comments. Overland Park never had an period of public comments that people could come and freely talk to their lawmakers, for a couple of minutes. In 2019, I proposed that. I fought for it for 1 year, and finally it was established. There was resistance. Then there was a time that they wanted to cut the cameras on public comments, so public could not hear to what public says. We fought that too, and now people of Overland Park can come in front of the city council and talk for a period of 30 minutes about whatever they want to say. I had the idea of having it done at all other government meetings in Overland Park. That has not been accomplished, and I pursue that. Then, what I can say is that I have tried to bring people to the table. I have tried to bring people to the discussion in each and every corner of this city. From Arboretum to downtown Thompson Park, from Ranch Mart South project all the way to Brokerage project. Every time people needed me, I was there. I was explaining to them the mechanism that this government works. I was trying to tell them how they can have their voice heard. And in a number of situations, they were successful in terms of protecting the quality of life in their neighborhood. Then we had a situation where COVID money was being allocated for cameras in a soccer field to record junior soccer, somewhat without permission of the parents. We went after that, and we prevented that waste of dollars. And then, I believe the push for transparency in 2020, we had gone after releasing documents about this tragedy of shooting death of a teenager, and it was because of the efforts that I and another council member put forward that 500 pages of information was released. So the priorities of the people I have pursued strongly, and I will continue to do that.
What makes you the best candidate to become the next mayor of Overland Park?
Thank you very much. First of all, I want to mention that I respect anybody and everybody who wants to serve the people of Overland Park with integrity and honesty. 4 years, I have been in each and every corner of the city they needed me. In the ward that I represent, or anywhere, from Arboretum to downtown Overland Park, Thompson Park there. From the farmers market when they needed their voice to be heard, all the way to the Brokerage project. About everything, from when the compensation for first responders were being cut, I was there trying to establish hazard pay for them. I believe my history of involvement, the energy, the passion I put to it is quite obvious. I definitely have been there and will be there for the people of Overland Park. At the same time, I have always tried to provide a level of logics and reason based on research. I never try to convince anybody just because I disagree with them. And I think these are the qualities that you want to see in a mayor, in terms of being cooperative, in terms of being reasonable, in terms of being logical, but at the same time holding your fiduciary duty. And I believe I have proven that. I have voted where people wanted me to vote and how people wanted me to vote. Unfortunately, in some other candidates, either we don't see that trend or the trend exists voting against what people tell them to do, and that's what I believe makes me the best choice.
What is the main message you want the citizens of this community to know about you before choosing you as potentially to be their mayor?
Yeah, thank you. I think my main message to the people of Overland Park is that my priorities are their priorities. Their voice will be heard, their tax dollars will be invested in their priorities. Public school, libraries, parks, first responders, quality of life, not in private developments that do not essentially benefit them. I think my main message is that we're going to have a government that works on the basis of evidence, an evidence-based government, and a people-based government. A government that hears the voice of the people and finds the best solution, the most cost-effective way to deliver that to their people. A government that supports small and local businesses, a government that understands the nature of Overland Park, understands the character of Overland Park, and protects and enhances the quality of life, and essentially puts a plan that makes this city a great city that we are all used to for the next 20 years.
You're part of the Coalition for a Better OP. Tell us about that.
Yeah. This is the coalition between 7 candidates. And these 7 candidates are from all walks of life, all different political flavors. But they have agreed to 7 principles. And all of these principles, including fiscal responsibility, including stopping chip seal, including no to toll on Highway 69, including supporting first responders, including supporting the reinvestment of dollars in public school. These are all quality of life items that have no political partisanship flavor to them. This coalition provides a platform for the people of Overland Park to vote for candidates who are organic candidates, they are independent, and they just want to work for the people of Overland Park in a essentially non-partisan manner, in an evidence-based manner, which has no indoctrination on it. They are not here to put a certain level of philosophy or a path in front of the people of Overland Park so they could pursue it. They are here to hear their voice and find the best solutions in a way that they could deliver these services to the city. I really encourage the people of Overland Park to look at the Coalition for a Better OP on Facebook and the principles, and I encourage them to research these candidates and look into their platform. I believe they will find something there that they will like.
Thank you for your time today, Dr. Farassati. Wishing you all the best of luck.
Thank you very much. It was a great pleasure. Thanks for your time.